Almost 2 years ago now, I wrote to the landowners on which these trees are on, which have these annoying loud birds that from March right through to November 24/7 non-stop racket. There's locals that are feeding them, so the numbers are proliferating. The wind recently blew all their nests out the trees, but that's not deterred them. They're now rebuilding the nests. The landowners a few months ago installed a sound device to deter them after I emailed them about the problem. So at least action has been taken, but there's been no effect. It's had no effect on reducing their numbers. Like I said, there used to be a lot of nests, but they've all been blown out of the tree. But they're now rebuilding the nests. You can see them up there. It's not right. From 4 in the morning till 11 at night, every day, from March right through till winter, every year. Rooks, yeah? Not jackdaws, not ravens, which are also in the corvid family. They're fine. Seagulls, no problem. There's a seagull there. Seagulls, nice and quiet. Jackdaws, ravens, no problem. Just the odd chirp here and there. But when it comes to these bastards, the rooks, which I believe are only around here and are only still around and are not being persecuted, is because people don't know the distinction between the different species. There's one there, bringing leaves into their nest. If there was more awareness about these birds and the fact that they are a scavenger species that only thrive in residential, urban areas because of scraps of food that have been left out. It's not until recently that farmers were allowed to shoot them, to keep them off their crop. But the government have since, in Scotland at least, they've since introduced legislation that says they can't do that because they're a protected species. These birds are not to be, these birds are not to be allowed to proliferate, okay? They are a problem, and they're all over where I stay. Not just these trees, but in the whole town. The whole town is infested with these birds, and it's only getting worse. Ever since COVID, it's been getting gradually worse. I don't know what's going on. I think maybe there was measures in place. It may indeed actually be a consequence, a very consequence of the new legislation. And I'm just saying this, I'm just documenting this now. It's the 3rd of March 2024, and I'm saying that whoever's behind and in charge, I've phoned Scottish Environmental Protection Agency, the environmental section of the councils, I've written to MPs, landowners, and absolutely nothing. Nobody can do anything about it. Hands tied behind our backs. If it was the old days, you'd be able to chop the tree down, shoot them out the sky, and now we can't do anything because it's the law, because they're a protected species. Well, I don't know who came up with the law, right? But they obviously don't live within a stone's throw of these effing birds.